Because this young lady on my left here posted an Instagram, I think just a week ago, in which she said she was an unhappy size 16 and an unhappy size 6, the latter because she had no boobs and no life. You got away with words, you,
Yeah,
Vicky.
I'm all about the lols.
So, why weren't you happy as a size 16?
Size 16, I was overweight, my health was struggling, I was unconfident. The things I like about myself, at whatever size I've ever been, have always tended to be less physical aspects. I like that I'm confident. I like that I'm strong. I like that when I walk into a room, I've got no problem making eye contact.
But at size 16, you weren't feeling so confident.
I wasn't. I became a bit of a shrinking violet.
Right. So you then shrunk, quite literally, to a size 6. Now, just about every woman I've ever met would think, you've hit a size 6, you have just won the lottery in life. Why weren't you happy then? It's got to be more complicated than you know, no boobs and no life.
No, and I mean, it wasn't the shape that I was unhappy with. It wasn't my size that I didn't enjoy. I, from an aesthetic point of view, was very pleased, but I wasn't living. I wasn't living a life I wanted to live. I didn't lose all of that weight. I didn't get into my health and fitness to sit at home worrying about the calories in everything, giving birth to avocados and living on kale. It wasn't me. I wanted to be out there drinking gin and having the odd slice of pizza and having a great quality of life. Subsequently, I want to be somewhere in the middle.
And that's where you are now.
That's where I am.
Happy?
I am very happy.
So, if there was a lesson to be learned or a lesson to share, what would it be?
I suppose, in a nutshell, it's moderation. Never strive for some sort of like physical image of perfection because it doesn't exist. Strive for contentment, for health, for happiness.
And one more thing before I get down the panel. Did people treat you differently?
I mean, I think yes, but it was less because of the way I look, but how I acted. I am more confident when I like how I look, and although it pains us to admit that, a lot of women and men will say the same thing.
When we're relaxed about how we look, rather than stressed about how we look. Right. Christy?
I quite agree, but I mean, I think it must be absolute agony for a lot of young women nowadays. I mean, you know, it's bad enough for everybody growing up, but for young women now, they get constantly... I mean, you're a fantastic role model because you're saying to these young women, I wasn't happy that skinny.
Thanks a lot.